Good evening, everybody. Welcome to, I think, is it day 5 of Halloween? And I watched 1976's Carrie. Everyone knows Carrie, and I'm pretty sure that most people saw Carrie before I did. Everyone knows what Carrie is. Young girl, played by Sissy Spacek, gets bullied, gets picked on. At school, no one likes her, everyone makes fun of her. At home, her mother, played by Piper Laurie, is a religious nut, doesn't treat her much better. Until one day, this popular boy asks her to the prom. She thinks it's a trick, but goes along with it, and it's the happiest time of her life. She's happy, she's smiling, gets on stage after being crowned prom queen. And then the bucket of pig's blood comes down and the shit hits the fan. She goes berserk. Now, I had seen this once before, only once, and the first time I saw it was the first time that I saw it. It's obvious. Anyway, 10 years ago I last saw this, and also first saw this. I remember watching it and thinking, well, that's underwhelming. Watching it again after all this time, I really enjoyed this. Sissy Spacek is wonderful. You've got John Travolta in there as well. You've got somebody else who I'd seen a name, Nancy. It escapes me. It shouldn't escape me because I just looked at it. She's a real bitch. And from the moment she's announced as prom queen to the moment she gets on the stage, that bit there is built brilliantly. The tension is built brilliantly. You're just waiting. She's happy. She's smiling. You're just waiting. And it builds up and it builds up, and then bang, it drops. And that's what she looks like, covered in pig's blood. And the rest is history. Now, I would have liked, or should I say, I would have liked a little bit more telekinesis stuff at the end when she shuts all the doors and the windows and there's a fire hose going on and someone gets chopped in half. I'd like a little bit more of that. And when, this is a spoiler but everyone's seen it, when she kills Nancy Allen and John Travolta in the car, I remember her stalking them, like really stalking them, but obviously I was wrong. I was just like a little bit drawn out, a little bit more, making Nancy Allen suffer a little bit more than she did. I almost completely forgotten. After that, she goes home and deals with her mother. Completely forgotten about that. All that scenes, the last 10 minutes or so, the house comes down. I just didn't remember that one bit. And maybe I would have also liked a little bit more telekinesis to the film, because you see at the very beginning she's in the showers, a light pops, and she's in the headmaster's office, and an ashtray goes. Then you see her in the library looking at telekinesis books and stuff like that. I'd like to see a little bit more, just maybe one or two scenes of things a little bit bigger. She's moving. It goes from a light goes out, an ashtray, to boom, just taking care of business. Maybe that's an effect in itself, but I'd like to see a little bit more telekinesis stuff and then a little bit more at the end. But I enjoy this very much so. May well be one of my favourite horror films now. This is a metal pack that I bought God knows how long ago. It's an ugly looking thing. It's a very, very ugly looking thing. I don't even know where I got it from, but that's what it looks like. That's what I have. But a very good film, very effective. And it's interesting, even through the film, it's interesting to watch. Her mother is interesting, albeit mad. Her daily life is interesting, and everything that comes with it. It's just an interestingly enjoyable fun film that I could have done with a little bit more actiony things a little bit through the film. I've already said that once, I won't repeat myself again, but Carrie, 1976, gets a big thumbs up from me. Glad I watched it. Let's not wait 10 years. But even though it had been 10 years, I remembered most of it. Not the end bit, but I did remember most of it. So it did something right the first time I watched it, even though I was underwhelmed by it. I don't know why John Travolta's name's at the top there with her, but anyway, that's Carrie. Thumbs up from me. Comments are welcome.